Let's first talk about Iran and Israel. Iran, they have deployed at least 10,000 IRGC forces, members, soldiers inside of Iran in different locations. According to one report, a lot of them are now inside of bunkers and undergrounds. Why? Well, it is because, number one, they want to go on the offensive if they're coming under attack right away. And number two, it is also for their own defense. According to Mike Hinson, he reported he's an analyst on military affairs. He said that IRGC members, they are now prepared to fight. In fact, they had a summit for video influencers in Iran, and that particular summit was cancelled by Iranian government, fearing an imminent attack from Israel. But let's talk about the fighter jets thing, because the fighter jet that Iran has ordered from Russia is going to play a very, very important role, and I'll tell you why. So back in, I believe, October, Iran ordered Su-35 fighter jets from Russia. Okay, and analysts, they're saying that this fighter jet is not going to be as effective as F-35 or some other aircraft that China has, for example, JC-10 or JC-20, because those fighter jets, they are a lot more advanced in terms of its avionics. They're a lot more advanced in terms of how they attack their enemies, in terms of its fuel efficiencies, radar system, stealth capabilities. Those fighter jets that China has, and even Russia has, some of them much more advanced than the Su-35 and also the F-35. This fighter jet, compared to all of this, the one that Iran ordered from Russia, is not really that good. But here is the thing. Israel, they have F-35 from United States. However, these F-35s, they have bugs, they have glitches. Therefore, Israel use this fighter jets, F-35, in a very minimal capacity. Means they fly them only a few of them because of the glitch, because of the bug, the persistent bugs, quote unquote, persistent bugs. Israel, in other words, they depend or rely heavily on F-16 and F-15. Now, if you take out F-35 of the equation, what do you get? F-15 and F-16. F-15 and F-16 that Israel flies most of the time, because F-35, they have glitch and bugs, can be easily countered by this particular aircraft that Iran ordered from Russia, Su-35. You get my point? So Su-35 will not compete against F-35 because there is not a lot of them are flying for Israel. So analysts say that this order that Iran placed is very, very important, and it can shift the balance of power in the region. Iran has placed this order a few months ago, as I said, and if it does go into production, and if Russia can deliver these fighter jets on time to Iran, then in the next 6 months, Iran's air defense system will completely change. They have ordered 48 of these fighter jets from Russia, and Russia said these 48 fighter jets will replace 15% of the obsolete Iranian fleet. 15%, that's a huge percentage of a country's military, its air power. 15%, 1-5. Once they have these fighter jets, Iran will be able to defend itself. Right now, Iranian pilots, they are in Russia getting training from Russian pilots on how to operate these fighter jets. This is the level of cooperation they have. And we also know that Russia now wants China and North Korea to establish a military zone alongside of its borders, Russian border, Chinese border, North Korean borders, to protect these countries. And this is something unprecedented. This is something nobody thought was coming, but they are now working closely together, Russia, China, and North Korea in this case, to defend their country, because they cannot really trust Keir Starmer, UK, or Donald Trump from US. What I want to actually share with you is also what is happening in Gaza. Gaza, for the genocidal maniac Netanyahu, has become a complete disaster. It is a complete disaster. United States, they are now, according to one report, going to be deploying hundreds, if not thousands, of its military forces in Gaza. And I'm talking about US military forces directly involved in the safety and protection of the people of Gaza. Netanyahu can do nothing but to take the sideline and watch unfolding all of these things in front of him, and he is not able to do anything about it. Not a single thing. Now, we also have reports that Turkish forces will be in Gaza. This is almost confirmed. They are training 2,000 Turkish force, and Israel said, we will not accept Turkish forces' presence in Gaza because they fear because Turkey is a NATO force and they are the second largest military force in NATO. So they are very, very powerful. And so Israel said, no, they cannot be in Gaza because of the sensitivity of the issue. However, Israeli military, Israeli government, these days they are getting quieter and quieter and quieter on this issue because US is forcing the Turkish forces' presence in Gaza on Israel. Whether you accept it or not, whether you like it or not, Turkish forces will be in Gaza, and we do not care what you have to say. That's pretty much is the vibe, impression that Netanyahu government is getting from Trump administration. This is what we have seen from reportings. We cannot confirm if this is happening 100%, but there is a good chance that Israel is getting sidelined every single day because of the Trump administration and the steps that they're taking in this regard. And so Washington long-term role in Gaza security landscape is something a lot of people are asking question whether they will be successful or not. But definitely Netanyahu, it said in a report, quote, Israel is reportedly facing a significant troop shortage as renewed tensions with Lebanon raise fears of a wider conflict. Netanyahu is right now totally dumbfounded for many reasons. And these days, his biggest headache is not just Gaza, is Lebanon actually. Because recently he sent a letter or a demand, if you like, to the Lebanese government telling them, go and fight Hezbollah. You have to raid their bases. You have to avulse them from your country. And this is my order. This is what Netanyahu said to the Lebanese president, the head of the government. Lebanon then replied to him and said, thanks, but no thanks. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. So Israel right now is fuming, but they cannot fight Hezbollah at the moment because they have, according to one report, shortage of 10,000 troops. Israeli troops. They are begging. You see, a few days ago they had a protest. The ultra-Orthodox lunatics, they came out on the street. They do not want to be conscripted into the military. You saw the protest, and I reported on this too. Israel right now, they're at a crunch when it comes to military manpower and its supply. They're short at least 10,000. It could be more. The reservists are never coming back. Okay, the reservists, the 100,000 or 60,000 actually, who were sent to Gaza to fight Hamas, they had objection, big problem, big qualms. And now they are not coming back because they don't want to fight. They don't want to lose their life. These people, to begin with, this is not even their land. Israel it belongs to the Palestinians. They don't want to come back. If you take into account all of these things, you see an army, the Zionist army, that is very, very weak, doesn't have manpower. F-35s are not flying in the sky because of those persistent bugs and glitch that they have. And now Hezbollah, in the meantime, they are getting organized. You will notice one thing: Hezbollah is not attacking Israel at all. They are not attacking them at all. Every time Israel is bombing them, they're like, okay, no problem. All we have to do is to, protect ourselves and hide and run. We're not going to attack Israel. But at the same time, they are actually getting organized. According to another report, they have weapons getting smuggled from Syria. Yes, you're hearing it right. Ahmed al-Shara getting smuggled from Syria into Lebanon, and also in some other part where Iran has its proxies working. And so, guys, what we will be seeing, there is a reason for Donald Trump to be keeping it quiet and shutting Netanyahu down, because he can see through his intelligence agencies that Israel is in a very weak position right now. They could not win the war, this genocidal war in Gaza. Therefore, Trump cannot trust Netanyahu and the IDF forces with anything. You cannot defeat like Hamas. I have given you billions of dollars and 2 years, 24 months, more than that. And I have given you whatever you wanted. Donald Trump said it. I gave Netanyahu weapons that he did not even know the name of those. So he got 100% support, this monster, right? So Trump is fed up. And of course, social media in the States, they're calling Israel out. Zionist lobby is getting exposed every single day. It's a complete disaster. Okay, that's the minimum I can say. And we hope to see that this Zionist lunatics will come to their senses and stop attacking other nations, other countries. I'll be giving you more updates. Subscribe if you're not already. See you in the next one.